Hi friends, it's Miss Julie, and today I'm going to read you a story about Yuri's yams. And the reason I've chosen this story today is because this week we're talking about the letter Y. So this book seems like it might be perfect because it begins with Y. Yuri's yams. That's two Y's. All right, friends, let's get into this. Yuri's Yams is written by Joe Slade, and the pictures are by Tad Butler. Hi, my name is Yuri. It's kind of a different name, but I got my name after my great uncle Yuri. He came from Yugoslavia years ago when he was a little boy. Friends, do any of you know how you got your names? Were you named after someone in your family? Maybe you should ask Mom and Dad how you got your name. Well, Yuri has a dog. His dog's name is a little bit different also. Her name is Yeller. It's my fault, Yuri says, that Yeller has this strange name. We got her when she was just a puppy, and I was a baby also. People would ask my mom, what kind of dog is she? Mom would always say, she's a yellow lab. Soon, I would begin answering in my baby talk, she's Yeller. And guess what? That name just stuck. Well, that's enough about Yeller and me. I want to tell you a story about yams. Friends, do you know what a yam is? A yam is a vegetable, sort of like a potato, but a little bit sweeter. So Yuri is going to tell us a story about yams. My dad loves yams. He can't eat enough of them. He likes fried yams, boiled yams, baked yams, even candied yams. Sometimes he has yams on toast with yellow yolk of a fried egg on top. I've even seen him eat yams covered with yogurt. Dad really likes yams. There's a problem, though. You see, where we live, we can only get yams at holiday times. Other times of the year, the market just doesn't sell them. And my dad, he yearns for yams most of the year. Friends, do you know what the word yearn means? That could be a new word for us, yearn. Let me read this sentence again and see if you can have a clue from the sentence. My dad yearns for yams most of the year. Yearn. That means he really super duper wants yams badly. So yearn means to want something really badly. Last year, I had a great, brilliant idea. I was going to grow yams in our backyard and surprise Dad with his very own fresh yams. That's a really nice idea, isn't it? I picked out the perfect place at the end of our yard where no one goes. I cleared away all the weeds, dug the earth until it was ready for the seeds. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to find seeds in our town. I went to every gardening store, but none of them had yam seeds. Wow, he's done a lot of work to get ready, and now he's having a hard time finding seeds. Have you ever tried to find yam seeds? I have not, but now I know it might be a little bit difficult. I was just about to give up, and I went to the last store, and a voice there said, "Excuse me, young sir, are you looking for yam seeds?" It was Mr. Yamamoto, who lived at the end of our street, and everyone knew that he was an expert gardener. Ooh, expert. What is an expert? That's right, friends. An expert is somebody who's really, really good at something because they've had lots of practice. Yes, sir, I am wanting to grow yams. I'm looking for yam seeds. I want to grow them for my father. He loves them, but we can't get them all year. Well, Mr. Yamamoto said. "You won't find yam seeds anywhere because, you see, yam seeds don't exist." What? Nope. You see, yams grow from roots called tubers, just like potatoes. Oh. Mr. Yamamoto went on to say, "I grow yams in my yard. I started in my youth when I was growing up in Yokohama, Japan. Now I'm an expert yam grower. I can show you how to grow yams." It was great yam growing lessons from an expert yam grower. Sounds to me like Yuri is one lucky little boy. The next day, Yeller and I went to visit Mr. Yamamoto. He showed us where he grew yams in his yard. He grew many other things, but I was mostly interested in growing yams. He gave me a couple of tubers, which really just looked like two old shriveled up yams. Then he told me how to plant them. How many did he give him? 2, that's right. The first thing you do is dig a hole big enough for the whole yam tuber to fit. Then put the yam in the hole and then fill it with dried leaves, straw, or grass. You can even use leftover kitchen scraps like carrot peels or lettuce scraps. Then cover it up with some earth. Next, water the soil well. Well, we know that we definitely have to make sure when we're growing things we give them lots of drinks. I listened carefully, trying to remember every single direction. I did not want to make a mistake. Well, guess what? That was 1 year ago, friends. Yesterday was the big day. Mr. Yamamoto said it was time, after a year, to dig up the yams. Yeller and I got up at dawn. We couldn't wait to see our crop of yams. Mr. Yamamoto was going to meet us at 6:30. We weren't disappointed. We dug up 23 huge yams, and the yams were twice as big as the yams that we buy in the store. Mr. Yamamoto explained how to store the yams so we could have them all year round. He then picked out 3 of the yams, which we would plant again for next year's crop. Wow. So he planted 2 and he ended up with 23, friends. That's a lot. Oops. Oh, I guess that's it, friends. That's the end of our book. Maybe not. It seems to be having some trouble. Let me pause for a minute. Okay. So we picked out 3 of the yams, and we would use those to plant for next year's crop. When we had finished all our work in the yard, I ran into the kitchen to show Mom the biggest and best looking yam. Friends, look at that yam. It is giant. "Where on earth did you get this beautiful yam?" Mom asked. "The markets don't even have them this time of year." She was so excited and so surprised. I told her about my surprise for Dad, and she said we would make him a special yam breakfast. We cut a piece off the yam and then cut it into thin strips, fried it up with some oil, and served it on toast with an egg. That yellow yolk ran all over the yams. We finished just in time. Dad walked into the kitchen asking, "What is that delicious smell?" He was so surprised and happy when he saw his special treat. Yams for breakfast, and it's not even my birthday. "There are plenty more yams where this one came from," I told Dad. "Fantastic! Thank you, Yuri. Would you please pass the yogurt?" The end. Friends, did you hear lots of Y words in this book? Yuri, Yeller, yam, yogurt, yummy. There were lots of Y words in this book. That's right. Do you think this book is a pretend book or a real book? If you said it could be either, you're right, because I'm not sure that Yuri is a real boy, but Yuri could be a real boy. And Yuri did things that could be real. He planted vegetables, helped them to grow, shared them with his family. So it could be real. Lots of cool information. It talked to us about the fact that yams do not have seeds. Do you remember, friends, what yams have? How they grow? Do you remember what it's called? Oh, there's a picture of it right there. A yam is grown by using the tuber. That's right. The tuber is what helps the yams to grow. All right, friends. I want you to think about the letter Y. Think about the letter Y. Yeah. We'll talk more about it later this week, but you be thinking and thinking what you'd like to show as your item that starts with letter Y. All right, friends, have a terrific day.